It's about to go down. Ain't Casey now. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. In this bitch right now. It's about to go down. I'm trying to put the
That was a cadence with Go Down. That is a local artist here in Kansas City. Speaking of Kansas City,
it felt appropriate to use.
It did.
What just happened?
Yeah. We have a very special episode of the podcast for you today, and it is 11 o'clock on the dot exactly on February 12th. It's a Sunday. It was Super Bowl Sunday 2023. What was the Super Bowl? What
57.
number? 57. That's a good year. Now tell me, why was it so important today? What happened?
The Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Philadelphia Beagles in a game of sports ball. And we all watched the sports ball, and it was great. The commercials are awful now.
They literally gave us a trailer for the trailer of Guardians of the Galaxy. It said, online now. Go ahead and watch that trailer. I remember when, there used to be actual trailers
to advertise things.
Yeah, like commercials, real commercials, and all of that. So, yeah, I didn't see any local commercials either. Usually they have some ad time, but I didn't see any. Did you?
No. It was all just hot garbage that makes me not want to contribute towards capitalism.
Correct. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the game. What was the score?
38-35.
And who won?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs, as always. Now, go ahead and tell me, what were some of the most key moments from the game that really stood out to you today?
Well, my favorite was when Jalen Hurts just let go of the ball and then Nick Bolton scooped and scored. That was pretty nice. He should have had a second touchdown that was robbed from him, but that's okay. Excuse me. Came out of nowhere, that cough. Sorry, I guess I'm just dying over here, literally and physically. Or, I don't know how that goes. Metaphorically, how do things happen? Anyway, Isaiah Pacheco ran for a bunch of runs. That was good. That Goppert guy on the Eagles made some catches. They made some wild catches.
They really did.
But I'll just always remember the scoop and score from Nick Bolton.
Yeah.
And what about you, Mr. Mike? As a non-football consumer, what do you think about?
I mean, it was a very exciting game. I watch a few games of football every now and then, but I really enjoyed today's game. Let's see. I think the punt pass that we got, and we just ran that fucker down the field, was so amazing.
Oh yeah, Kadarius Toney's big ass punt return. Yeah,
that was pretty wild. How far we got, and the fact that we ran down the clock the way that we did was really ingenious. Not necessarily ingenious, but we had 2 minutes, and that was still a lot of football to play. And we made sure that they did not get the ball until 8 seconds left.
Yep. Sometimes things just break out your way. And sometimes things don't, and they just were able to stay on the field. Because if they got a stop or made us kick sooner, They probably would have still been in it. Maybe they got another score themselves, and might have been in overtime. We might be in overtime right now. Actually, that's a lie. It would be over regardless.
Yeah, regardless, it would have been over within that, first overtime quarter because, nobody wants that.
What if the Super Bowl ended on a draw?
Has that happened? Would that ever happen?
There's never been a precedent for it because it's just never happened. Overtime doesn't even happen very often in the Super Bowl anyway.
Now, let me ask you this question. What if the teams were playing and then all of a sudden, a player had a critical injury on the field? What would have happened?
Like what would happen with DeMar Hamlin?
Yeah.
I would say at that point, you probably have to continue the game.
Yeah.
Super Bowl is one of those things. Not saying you can't postpone it, but the logistics behind it. I don't know. Again, there's never been a precedent for something like that, so it's hard to say without it happening.
It is hard to say, but I'm glad that none of that happened. I'm glad all the players were safe. Some of those...
Honestly, there wasn't a whole lot of big scary hits. I don't think anybody was carted out or had super big medical attention, so that seemed good.
People got the wind knocked out of them, and there were a couple of scary, Mahomes moments where we were just concerned, right before the second quarter ended and right before halftime.
Oh yeah, I swear to God, I thought he tore an ankle ligament or something.
It looked
and he
bad.
was done.
He was limping, and everybody was like, "Oh no!"
I was literally like, "Yeah, that's the game right there. There it goes."
Yeah. Also, another
he came out.
favorite moment of mine was the thunk on the goalpost. I know I should have been rooting for the Chiefs and I should have been sad at that moment, but that thunk was hilarious.
When Harrison Butker kicked that field goal post, it was pretty hilarious.
The thunk heard around the stadium. But hey, he redeemed himself at the end in that second field goal and that third field goal that we did.
Yep, he turned it around and didn't miss anymore. So
yeah, I was actually surprised. I was concerned. Well, not concerned. I was like, I might be playing my Switch throughout the whole thing, but I didn't. I played it for a little bit, and then people got there, and we started chatting a bunch, and
the game started.
The game was very interesting, very exciting.
It also helps when you have color commentary from a cadence and
and everybody in the room. It was kind of great. Speaking of that, how did you feel about the party? I mean, it was just great. A Super Bowl event. What was some of your favorite food that stood out to you?
I mean, not to toot your own horn, but I mean, I still think those Rotel nacho cheese buns were still the best.
They were good.
I literally just went by every once in a while and I just grabbed one and put it in my mouth.
Yeah, I saw that. I was going to do that, but I just didn't want to continue to eat my own food. But it was delicious. I'm surprised that those buns came out. I really like that cake that they had. It was an apple cinnamon spice cake. Very delicious.
Oh, like that.
The wings were good. They were just Buffalo Wild Wings. Those hot dogs were good.
They were hot dogs. It's hard to mess up a hot dog.
I mean, Nathan's National Hot Dog Chain. Can't fuck those up. Put some rat tails in them, though.
Gotta keep them on your toes.
Speaking of toes, that was another play. In the game.
Where that Eagles receiver apparently got a catch, but it looked like he was out of bounds while still fumbling it. But whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, I guess.
How do you feel about the future of football?
Just like the future of anything else, everybody should be concerned.
Now, are you going to be going to the parade, or are you going to be watching it? Are you going, or do you want to go to the parade?
I mean, I do, but it's going to be on like Thursday at 9 a.m. So
Cough, cough, doctor, I'm sick. Wait, boss, I'm sick. Boss. Yeah, no, I totally get that. We could get the Michelob Ultra Skycam and live vicariously through that.
that Michelob Ultra Skycam.
Bro, there were some moments where like I was noticing how close that Skycam would get to like the ref's face, and I'm like, ooh, they gotta be okay with like just a drone in their face 24/7.
Speaking of a drone in your face, how did you feel about Rihanna?
Oh, the Rihanna.
Yeah, Rihanna.
It was good. It was actually good. It was at the time that somebody at the party was opening up presents, so like I was kind of engaged in that. But from what I saw, like that first song that she did, I forget the name of it, but I've heard it a billion times in high school and all of that. The dance choreography was great, but suggestive. I'm not saying that that's bad, but it was a little weird. Like some people were like, did she just like rub her vagina and then smell it? And I was like, it looked like it.
Yeah.
I like how the resident lesbians that were there were like, I'm into it. So.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fine concert. I still think the Motown, the Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg one from the year before was better.
Yeah. You're not going to talk about Travis, what's his name?
I mean, Travis Scott.
Travis Scott.
I mean,
was psycho mode.
Oh.
Sicko mode.
I would, but it invoked the SpongeBob trumpets, and I thought we were getting the SpongeBob Sweet Victory for the first time. And then no, it's just plays sicko mode, and I resent Travis Scott for that forever.
Yeah, but Travis Scott does Fortnite stuff now, so that's pretty cool, I guess.
Didn't Fortnite even stop being cool with kids like a year ago?
What is Fortnite? That is the biggest philosophical question.
A fortnight is basically 2 weeks. At least that's what Google, Bing, Ask Jeeves.
So what you're telling me is we can only play Fortnite for 2 weeks.
Yep. Or you have to play Fortnite 2 weeks apart. Or
every 2 weeks, every fortnight, you play Fortnite?
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. That's great content.
I wish it was, but we both know that's not true.
Hey,
so moving on to our sponsor, which Mike has informed me that we have a sponsor today.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
And so it's ad break time.
Da 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 da. Hey, have you ever been a part of a large crowd? Didn't want to be there. How about you take out a gun? And I'm not talking about a loaded gun that kills people. I'm talking about a gun that is an acronym for guys and...
It's like SpongeBob. Is G is for guys who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for
not being in a crowd. Da, 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 da. Why would you ever go out into a crowd? Guys, and not going out into a crowd. That is gun. Gun. Wait, gun. Gan, that is what I spelled.
Good.
Anyway, that's the ad for today. We're going to go ahead and go into some miscellaneous news, as we always do. Go ahead and tell me, have you been playing any video games recently? I know you just got your new copy of Demon's Stone. And when I say new copy, it was an actual new copy. Go ahead and tell us about that.
Yeah, it was factory sealed, and I opened it to play because I wanted to play. It's just that simple. Because the previous one didn't work, so gosh darn it, I need to make sure my video games work. And then playing through it, I've realized it's a relatively short game. It does have Patrick Stewart in it from films such as Star Trek. And I'm not sure what else Patrick Stewart's in. Oh, he's in the green room, right? Is that Patrick Stewart in the green room?
That is Patrick Stewart, actually.
Okay.
He's
There
also in Oblivion. Did you say that?
Oh yeah, he's a random voice generator voice.
No, he's not. He's the Emperor of Tamriel.
Oh, and he gets stabbed. You're right.
Yeah, he's
That's-
the whole reason.
I always forget he's in there because he's only there for 2 seconds.
Hey, some cool space news. So SpaceX's Starship launch will be tested out pretty soon, and that's gonna hopefully take us to the moon and, as Elon Musk wants, to Mars. But I'm more excited for the moon prospects because of, that's closer to Earth.
I'm trying to colonize the moon.
I don't think we're allowed to use the word colonize anymore. I think we have to say inhabit the moon. Colonize brings up too many bad connotations.
We're trying to take the moon back from those filthy, dirty...
All right, so that's it for space news today. Jesus Christ. All right. We gotta bring on our special guest. We haven't brought on our special guest.
Did we announce one when
We
started?
we didn't announce a special guest. Let me go see who I got in my closet. While we're doing that, we're gonna go ahead and take another ad break. With, do you have a name this podcast? Have I said your name this podcast?
Have I said your name?
You
I
did.
think
You
I
did.
have.
You did say my name.
We didn't do an intro or anything
No,
professional.
we just did a run and start. What should your name be today?
You know what? We're just gonna leave me nameless. We've started this, and I will just be addressed as.
All right. All right. That's gonna. He's gonna leave us with an ad while I go look for somebody.
All right. So we were supposed to get an ad here, but I went to Sears. They do exist still, so I'm told, and I was told to get out. And then I just kind of gave up. It was really hard after that point since Sears didn't want to give us an advertising.
Why are you running? I shouldn't have let you out.
So
Where
this
you going?
part's really just kind of self sustaining since we don't have an ad revenue for this one.
Okay, I got somebody. Okay, I'm bringing him on.
Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, here is Mike with the guest.
Hello.
Hello, how are you today?
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in a while.
That's unfortunate. Well,
It's
you
not
should
even
get out
sun
more.
out. This is artificial light.
You should get out more.
I heard screaming earlier today.
What's your name?
I don't remember.
That's unfortunate. So do you know any tricks or anything?
Okay, I know a joke.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you the joke?
Okay.
Okay. Let me see if I can remember it.
Tell it like your life depends on it.
Does it? I've been let out of the closet and now I got two.
It's just a turn of phrase. Why would you think your life's in danger?
You just.
Well, that's a silly notation.
Okay, here's the joke. Well, okay, this is gonna require a lot of build-up. Do you know Pokemon? Do you know what Pokemon are? What year is it? Is it still 1998?
I wish, man. I wish it was 98.
All right. Well, okay. What do you get when you?
Now, unfortunately, it's 99. Xenu's taken over the Earth since then.
Okay, we still have time to prepare for the Y2K. Anyway, here's my joke. What do you get when you cross a Squirtle with a Machamp?
What?
I don't know, man. You tell me. I have them in my party and I don't know what to do with them. I keep losing all my gym battles. I only have a Squirtle and a Machamp. Please help me out. He gave me a Game Boy in this closet and it's been working.
I'm surprised the batteries have lasted that long.
I've licked them. I've put them in my. Ah! Oh, what's happening? Ah! He has told you too much. That was our guest, ladies and gentlemen.
They shall not be addressed any further.
They shall not.
Do not address them.
Do not address them. Anyway, we have one last very important topic for you today. That topic is what we didn't set an agenda, so let's
talk about the egg shortage. I'm sure we can solve that.
Yeah. We're gonna solve the egg shortage. I don't know if there still is an egg shortage. Who knows if it's female eggs, like human female egg shortage, or chicken eggs, or duck eggs,
or things just shaped in the shape of an egg.
We are going to get down to the bottom. We're going to solve that today on this podcast right now. All right. What do you think? Who should we call to fix this problem?
Clearly, there's only 2 people actually can fix this problem.
Two people?
Two
really?
people, believe it or not.
We have a lot of time, actually. We have a lot of time. So
Yeah.
go ahead and go into detail on
So
these 2 people.
the first person's kind of hard to get to. Now, you got to go through a place called Ducktown, and then you got to hang a left at Albuquerque. And then if you hit Mississippi, you've gone too far.
All right, and that's our time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening to the podcast. My name has been Mike, and this is... and we will be back next week. Thank you.
Goodbye.